My name's Josiah Kennealy and I'm from Eagan, Minnesota. The cool thing, I was brought up in a very Christian family. My parents both taught me and instilled Dave Ramsey-esque biblical principles growing up, and my dad was the sole provider for our family. So at times money was very tight. He has taught me that God is faithful and that we're just stewards. And then when I was 14, I started working at a place called Grand Slam Sports, and it was in Eagan. Grew and developed a great working relationship with my general manager. His name is Josh. And when I was about 15, 16, early high school, he told me the one regret he had was that he had a lot of student debt, student loans, and if he could do it all over again, what he would actually do is try to do it debt-free any way possible. I remember being about 15, 16, heard about this program. It's called post-secondary. Minnesota offers it. And essentially what it is you can go to a community college for 2 years, your junior and senior year for high school, for free. It's completely paid for, your books, tuition, everything's paid for. And I knew maybe 1 or 2 people who had done it. And I met with my guidance counselor. I said, hey, I heard about this. How can I do it? I wanted to get out of school as fast as possible, wanted to start my own business, and it came a turning point where I really feel called to be a youth minister and young adults pastor. But at the time, that was my dream, and I'm a go-getter. So I did as much post-secondary as I could and still took some classes at my high school, stayed involved with baseball, weightlifting, some after-school activities. So I live in Eagan, about 25 minutes south from Minneapolis. And so what I did is I decided, well, I have a car that I paid cash for, the Dave Ramsey way. And I just decided, with my parents' advice, that I was gonna live at home. I did this very intentionally. Everyone ends up at the end of college, and so you can either end up intentionally having paid for it, or as a consequence, having to pay for it for 30 years afterwards. And so I think that it takes hard work, it takes some discipline and some of these basic principles and baby steps, but you can absolutely do it. I did it, and I have no chains holding me down.